The Highlands and Islands of Scotland is Britain's biggest beat.
I'm injured. There's a car on fire.
I've got 3 wounded persons.
It is really easy to underestimate the Highlands.
Patrolling 12,000 square miles of mountains, lochs and islands.
We're going to need a launch to be able to go out and get this boy lifted.
And searching for suspects deep in the wilderness.
Police with a dog, anyone hiding, show yourself!
The Highland Cops must go above and beyond to protect their communities.
We realised it was human remains, so we came back down and phoned the police.
I think in the Highlands, the blue line is very thin.
Tackling traditional rural crimes.
It's absolutely littered with shotgun pellets. It's clear evidence that these birds are being persecuted.
And crimes that plague the nation.
Oh, good effort.
Bags of a white crystalline powder.
If you're getting one person off the street, then it's like you've done your job.
This series goes inside the UK's most distinctive police force.
We are close, we live in close-knit communities.
All right, let's go.
We look out for each other.
To find out what it takes to walk the beat.
There's monkeys, there's parrots. It's all completely out of our comfort zone.
And keep the peace.
You just threatened to kill it. Said you were going to strangle it.
In some of the most beautiful and wild places in the UK.
In the Highlands and Islands, we still have a large number of people missing. Some have been missing for decades. Some have been missing for months or years. When you've walked those glens or those mountains for days on end, you've had hours and hours to think, play out the scenarios, think of the information, think about the personality, and there's no outcome.
The Isle of Lewis and Harris, separated from the Scottish mainland by over 20 miles of open sea and exposed to Arctic winds. In winter, this island can become unreachable.
It's a 2.5-hour ferry ride or a 40-minute plane ride from the mainland. Frequently in the winter, it's cut off for a day, maybe even a couple of days at a time.
PC Cailean McLeod's usual beat is 100 miles away in Inverness, but today he's travelled back to the island of his birth to assist with a tough assignment.
Yeah, this edge, yeah.
I came on duty that morning and with call out came for the mountain rescue team to head to the island of Lewis to assist with the missing person search. I was acutely aware of the weather and the ferries to just make sure we got there.
48 hours ago, a local 16-year-old, Alexander Benga, went missing in the island's capital, Stornoway.
The young person is a teenager. They're vulnerable. We are concerned about them, hence the reason we've had a number of officers deployed from the mainland to assist the local Coast Guard and the fire service.
48 hours is a long time to be missing, especially in this weather. The police are deeply concerned for Alexander.
And we're just holding the line for a minute. It's very cold. I'm in a lot of layers and I can feel the cold. It's quite dry right now, but if it turns a bit wet, that's really hard to keep warm in that kind of weather.
The urgency is just tenfold. You want to find this young lad and you want to find him as quick as you can, because to think of not finding him is just awful.
The area we've been through is relatively open-ish. The next bit thickens up, so we're going to just pull all our numbers in. We're going to have to just close it up, which means the search is going to take longer.
On an island of over 800 square miles, the police focus their search effort on the area where Alexander was last seen, the grounds of Lewes Castle, just outside of town.
We're going to use the edge of the river, but this next bit, there's We'll never keep a line. We need to now get more shoulder, not quite shoulder to shoulder, but we need eyesight. Just fan out so you got an eyeball on your neighbour. Right, folks, we'll fan out.
I know the castle grounds, having grown up there. It was challenging terrain. People were crawling, people were climbing. It was not easy searching.
There, you can't see where you're walking. It takes a lot of energy to keep your body warm. You're tired, but you don't want to stop searching until you find them and you bring them home.
Moving methodically through the dense undergrowth,
Hold up, boys! Hold up!
the officers regularly stop to investigate places Alexander might be sheltering.
Before your mind completely goes with hypothermia, you dig, you seek shelter. I've seen people bury into troughs, under trees, they've dug under soil, they want to bury, which then makes it more difficult for us to find. But there is also the thing where I've seen it in my service where somebody's taken their clothes off, they think they're so hot.
As well as looking for Alexander himself, the officers hunt for smaller clues, like clothing or belongings, which could indicate where he's gone. But the more the snow falls, the harder their task becomes.
Now with the snow, it's hiding things that might otherwise give us just a hint or a clue to go, let's have a look in there.
I will move out. Line on.
There's one clue at the front of the officers' minds. When he went missing, Alexander was wearing a distinctive red jacket. But the final sighting of him on CCTV shows he had discarded it outside. If found, the jacket could provide a vital indication of the direction he took.
Hold. I'm just going to check this.
PC Katie Johnston spots a splash of colour in the bushes.
There's something orange down here.
The entire time I'm searching, that question's rolling through my head. Where are they? Are they okay? Are we going to come across them and they're still alive and need some assistance?
I just need to check out.
Or am I going to come across somebody that has unfortunately passed away? And I think that pretty much spins through my head, those questions, the entire time I search.
I think it's a plastic bag, but yeah, it's an orange bag. It's like a thicker gardening kind of bag.
With no indication Alexander had a bag on him when he disappeared, it's a red herring.
Nothing? Okay.
As the day wears on, the weather deteriorates. But there's still hope Alexander may have found a way to stay alive, not least because he has a keen interest in outdoor survival.
We know that he likes bushcraft and being in the outdoors. But the clock's ticking.
Police with a dog, anyone hiding, show yourself. Police dog searching, she finds your men still, you come to no harm.
Getting quite a lot disorientated, having to keep checking the map to see where we are. Dog's getting tired. If he's out here, then he's really, really cold. It's time critical.
The weather is not the only factor counting against them. It's only 3:30 in the afternoon, but this far north, it's already getting dark.
We'll call it here.
By 5:15, they're forced to call it a day.
We're now at the point where everybody's tired. We need to get them fed, watered, rested overnight, and then so they can be back out first thing in the morning to be out in sub-zero temperature searching. The odds are now really stacked firmly against this young man. The temperatures overnight, the weather, he's not had any shelter. It's an unfortunate state of affairs at present.
Of all the spectacular landscapes policed by N Division, perhaps none is as dramatic and potentially hazardous as the Isle of Skye. Today, PC's Anna and Rory have an urgent call to assist someone who has come a cropper.
We're on our way to a call for a female who has injured her ankle on a walk somewhere, so on our way up, see if we can help her. It is just before the Old Manor Store car park, so she shouldn't be too far.
The Old Man of Store is a strange pinnacle of rock formed from an ancient volcanic plug. It's featured in films including Prometheus and The Wicker Man.
It's very distinctive. You probably would have seen it all over social media. It's probably one of the most top visited places that tourists come. Although it's not a mountain, a lot of people do find themselves in difficulty up there, and they might not have envisaged it being as rough a terrain as it is.
It doesn't look too far from the road, so people think it's easy, but actually it is not a long walk, but you need to be reasonably fit. People can be inappropriately clothed for the weather and for the conditions, and they can injure themselves.
It's not yet clear how badly injured the woman is. There's no time to lose. But driving on Skye can be tricky, even for the local cops.
It's this first bit which is bad. Then once we get off, like over the crest of the hill, it's all right, the road straightens out, but...
And tourists stopping in the middle of the road don't help.
What the? Move your car. What the heck?
Stupid. Really stupid, that is. As much of a beautiful area as Skye is, you still need to act with some common sense, and stopping in the middle of the road to take a photo of a cow, not what I would recommend doing. Typical of the season, people parking in the road. The problem is it's a bad bit of the road, because if somebody goes to overtake and comes into my side of the road.
At the car park by the hill, a local ambulance crew is already on scene.
Morphine. Do you want that?
Yeah. What is it? What's up? Immobiliser.
Immobiliser.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Is that everything?
Yeah,
cool.
We've got most of the gear there.
Right, okay.
The woman, Angela, is just a short distance away, up a muddy slope.
It was no means a mountain. It was more up a steep sort of embankment leading up to a waterfall just before the Old Man of Store. We went up to provide assistance with ambulance, and again, we weren't sure what the extent of her injuries were.
Angela is conscious, but unable to walk as she has injured her leg. With her is her partner, Paul. Like hundreds of others on the island, they are here on holiday.
We were supposed to be going out on a boat trip out on Skye from Portree, and it was cancelled. So I said to her, well, let's just go up there and go have a look at the waterfall up there. And then we saw this one and we stopped and we thought we'd have a look, and crazily, stupidly decided to climb up there. You must see so many people that do this.
It's a daily occurrence. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
No, I know.
Landed on my bottom coming down with my leg under my bottom, I think. Not your finest moment. Not my finest moment.
They were visibly shaken. As beautiful as Skye is and as beautiful as the area is that they were in, you still need to be careful.
I think due to the fact that it was heavy rainfall at the time, it could just take the slightest step at the wrong place. They had suitable footwear on, which some cases you find that that's not the case. But in this instance, I think it was just accidental and really unfortunate.
It's not far to the ambulance, but the path is treacherous. To get her down safely, it's time to call in the experts.
Mountain Rescue has been contacted from one of our colleagues back at Portree Station, but essentially we've got a Mountain Rescue team assembling at the moment, and they will be joining us in the next 15 to 20 minutes, all being well. Although we're not that far from the car park, it's still quite a boggy stretch of a walk, so yeah, just to prevent any further injuries to ourselves or actually the patient, Mountain Rescue are very good at coming out and helping with that, so we'll just wait for their arrival.
After a short wait, the Mountain Rescue team arrives and swings into action.
I'm sorry you've got to lift me up. I'm really sorry.
So what we're trying to do is get your bum in here first of all, okay? And so what I want you to do is try and stand up on that one. All right. And then when I say go, we'll go, okay? Can somebody come in behind her and grab her shoulders?
Yep. To join her? Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2. That's it. That's
well done,
Angela. That's great.
All right.
Super. Okay, so we're just going to slide you, toboggan you down on the grass. Any problems, give us a shout, okay?
I will.
Cool.
With the patient safely off the hill, Anna radios base with an update.
Yeah, the pole we're attached to, the female's been taken off the hill by mountain rescue. Ambulance is going to be conveying her to Broadford Hospital, potential broken ankle.
Okay, so don't follow you, all right, Angela? Just bring you to the hospital, all right?
Broadford is the main hospital on Skye. Depending on how bad her injury is, the woman may need to go to Inverness for surgery.
Not really a good start to their holiday, bless them, but at least she's in safe hands now.
Yeah.
Mountain Rescue up here, they're really helpful. They're out most days and potentially multiple times per day, especially in the season. So they drop whatever they're doing, whatever job they're doing, or if it's their days off, and they're very quick to come and assist us, which is very much appreciated.
If we hadn't have communicated effectively with each other and we hadn't worked well together as the ambulance and the mountain rescue, we just wouldn't have been able to do that job. They certainly seemed like they were very grateful for the help that was provided to them. Quite often we don't get that kind of reception in the various kind of jobs that we go to, but to go to a job and for somebody to be genuinely thankful for the help you gave them is nice.
Morning everyone, thank you very much for coming out again today.
On Lewis, local teenager Alexander Benga has now been missing in the snow for 72 hours. Specialist search advisor Dougie Wilson has travelled from his base in Inverness to coordinate the search effort.
We're looking for a 16-year-old lad, last been seen in the vicinity of the castle grounds.
The search involves Coast Guard, the fire service and 50 police officers, including a dog team and a specialist mountain rescue unit. It's one of the biggest search operations on Lewis in years.
He was wearing a beige jumper, black jeans and trainers, not kind of suitably dressed for the weather. He did have a red jacket, which has been discarded. We covered quite a lot of ground yesterday. Today, it'll be same again, more kind of rural, kind of open land searching within a kilometre of kind of place last seen.
Dougie splits them into 5 teams, each of which is assigned to search a numbered sector.
Today the teams will be, so the police MRT, police search team that were yesterday in A1, A2, you'll be just going back to 16, 17, where you were, go and do your sectors, and then we're gonna, in the ops room, just come up with more areas to go.
The police mountain rescue team is sent back to the castle grounds where Alexander was last seen.
We're just going to go back there, do that big open area, and then the tree line all the way around section 16 into 17, and we'll see where we are from there.
Whilst the search teams are on the ground, Dougie updates senior commanders back in the mainland on the progress so far.
The ground has been terrible at best. The guys have been kind of knee-deep in water. Police helicopter was contacted to come out today. They couldn't lift due to the weather.
Okay, so in terms of that 1 kilometre, in terms of where we are, the completion of that, what's that look like? 80%, 90%?
No,
complete?
No, I would say 60%.
Using CCTV and local witnesses, police have managed to piece together Alexander's movements before he disappeared.
This is 0835. You'll see he doesn't have his jacket. He pauses when he sees a car and then takes a right off camera.
The footage raises further questions about the teenager's state of mind.
It seems a bit strange, given that some people are defrosting their cars, yet he's stripping off. You'll see his demeanour there he looks a bit distressed, holding his head in his hands. A minute later, just round the corner, again here, you'll see him head in hands, looking a bit distressed. It's worth mentioning there that Alexander's very clearly not been following main roads. He is actively going out his way to take long way rounds, potentially off-road, and whether he doesn't want to be seen for whatever reason, but that's certainly what the outcome of our inquiries are showing. Speak to you more. Thanks, boss.
Cheers. It's 1-2 degrees and he's stripping off. It's all quite concerning, to be honest.
The CCTV inquiries gave us a really good insight. Are we looking for someone who is happily just wandering off and just wanting to get away, or is it someone that we need to be more concerned? So it certainly increased our risk level and our concern for him.
The police have established Alexander hasn't left the island by ferry or plane, and there's no sign of foul play, so their working assumption is he's still outside in the snow.
Right, turn on Mike, and we'll go back down and do this bit.
Police experts use statistics to calculate the most likely place a missing person will be found.
We have books that we refer to within the kind of police search world, which help us with statistical information about previous missing people, areas in which they've previously been found, radiuses in which they have travelled. We'll sector that area off, best as we can using natural boundaries, pathways, and get searchers into these areas, and then we'll push out from there.
All right, let's go.
In this circumstance, we set it at 1 kilometre, and the rationale was 50% of missing people in our missing persons category had previously been found within 1 kilometre.
On the other side of these upturned trees, they're fine.
It's really important we don't deviate from that 1 kilometre. We ensure that that 1 kilometre is complete to as best as the highest level of confidence and standard that we can before we move on.
While the search teams continue the hunt, back at base, Dougie gets some bad news.
Yeah, no bother. Okay, well, I'll chat to you about it later. No bother. Cheers. So I think the plan's now potentially us to go back tomorrow because they're worried about the storm.
A large storm is on the way, expected to prevent all travel to and from the island for days. Both Dougie and the mountain rescue team are needed back on the mainland, so they'll have to leave Lewis on the last ferry tomorrow, rather than risk being stranded.
We'd all rather stay. I would rather stay. I worked on my computer till 11:30 last night. Yeah. Went to sleep, woke up about 5. First thing I did was check. Has he been found yet? Yeah. No. Right, okay.
With the second full day of the search drawing to a close, it's becoming even more important that Alexander is found before the specialist police team has to leave the island.
When you have the responsibility of being in charge of it, you want to find him. But moreover, I think about his mum, I think about his family who are missing their son.
Back on the mainland in Glencoe, PC Stephen Cooper is on his way to an urgent traffic incident.
Go ahead. So we've had a report of a 3-vehicle RTC, I think it is now, road traffic collision. Basically, a motorcyclist and 2 cars have collided. Motorcyclist lying in the road injured. So that's what we've got at the moment. Yeah, I'm just passing the Glencoe Visitor Centre, so maybe 5-10 minutes.
The accident is on the A82, the main road between Glasgow and Fort William. It's almost entirely a single carriageway, and there's no other way round, so any kind of incident can cause huge disruption.
It's almost a daily occurrence, so we get a road accident on the A82 somewhere in Lochaber. They'll be straight out, road closed, first aid kit out, and just treat what we can, get people stable, and wait for an ambulance to arrive. I'm not even sure that an ambulance has been called yet. So obviously worst case would be that one of the parties in this accident's seriously or fatally injured and dies.
As Stephen makes for the scene as quickly as he can, it isn't long before he hits the tailback caused by the crash. But traffic is still flowing in the opposite direction, which is slowing him down.
The road is very busy today. And unfortunately somebody's trying to direct traffic and be helpful at the front, but they're now preventing me from getting to the scene.
I'll put you up to this study one.
Stephen is the first emergency responder here.
Any injuries or anything like that?
Just when I hit the bag, my bracelet went into my wrist.
Okay, no problem. I'll come and speak to you soon.
Luckily, an off-duty paramedic is caught up in the tailback and has stepped in to help.
36-year-old motorcyclist head on with this car.
Okay.
Query left arm fracture, query
Okay.
pelvis.
Okay.
It's going to be completely alert and orientated the whole
You
time.
need any kit or anything?
No, I don't
I've
have
got
any
some
kit.
stuff.
There's not much I can do even if
I've
I
got
did
like a
have
pelvic splint and stuff.
it. I mean, he's fine lying as
Okay.
he is. So he's
Oh,
all
that's
good.
fine.
This guy's just got a query right arm injury. I'm not particularly worried about either of those.
fine.
So,
Yeah, maybe a bit of shotgun in there.
traffic
But
is the worst.
yeah,
Issue
if
about
he's
this
sitting there at the
stop.
moment, the traffic can stop.
Thank you.
yeah.
Hopefully the ambulance won't be too long.
I just saw the Glencoe one going up to Fort William not long ago on blue lights, so I don't know. Right, I'm just going to go and give some updates to people and we'll... Control 3-2 whiskey.
2 whiskey, go ahead.
Yeah, apologies, I'm struggling for handheld reception at this locus. I'm on my base unit. The locus for this road accident is at Alpnafay in A82 in Glencoe. Looks like a motorcyclist got head on with a Ford. The motorcyclist lying in the ditch at the side of the road at the moment, conscious and breathing. There's an off-duty paramedic tending to him. He's got a query pelvic injury and a query arm injury. But as I say, he's conscious and breathing. I've got the road closed at the moment just because of debris and cars in the carriageway. Have we got an ETA for ambulance at all?
I think we're going to do about 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's all received. Here we're a good hour to 2 hours away from a good hospital. Not that the hospital in Fort William is bad, but the hospital in Glasgow's got better equipment and staffing, so he needs to get there rather than there.
Satisfied there are no life-threatening injuries, Stephen's next priority is to investigate what caused the crash.
I don't know what the deal is with this car because
Right.
I'm assuming it's head on with this car and then...
Bounced into that, maybe.
So I can only tell you what happened from my point of view is we were just sitting here
Right,
with
okay.
our blinker on to turn in here.
Okay.
And he smashed into the back of us. I have no clue if he got rear-ended.
Who's
So-
the motorbike?
Yeah. So I'm in this car heading this way. He was behind me.
Right.
I think that's why it kind of clipped me. Like I think he might have been trying to go around me.
Right.
But all we heard was the big smash and him go flying. So
Okay.
I don't know like if I don't know how that car got damaged.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Right.
involved, yeah.
Yeah. No,
we had
that's
been stopped for like
a couple of minutes
a
trying to turn
minute,
in.
Yeah, so
like
it
at least a
wasn't-
minute before
it wasn't like
happened.
we, yeah, like.
So we were quite
big
shocked.
The owner of the black Ford seems to have the best evidence of all.
Seen you've got dash cam?
Yes.
Is that working?
Yes.
Okay, well that's perfect. That'll explain exactly what's happened. So.
The dashcam video could show who was at fault, but until he can view it, Stephen can't be sure if anyone needs to be charged with a crime. On Lewis, 16-year-old Alexander Benga has now been missing for 4 days. With a storm approaching, the Police Mountain Rescue Team have one last chance to find him before they have to return to the mainland.
The last good weather window, quite a lot of us are going to get the last ferry off the island before the island effectively cut off for 24 hours. We would dearly like to find this young man, whether he's alive or he's succumbed to the elements.
Before they leave, PC Cailean McLeod and his team have been sent to search a new area.
We're out with the immediate sort of search sectors and boundaries because there's information come from the family that the young man that's missing liked to come to Gallows Hill. It's a natural viewpoint back over across the town of Stornoway.
I think we might try and do what we did yesterday for another once round and then branch off, do the past and what Cailean said the other side of that thing. Because it's the terrain's pretty difficult. You're not going to get much searching done going down a hill.
After days of snow and sleet, the weather conditions have finally improved. But with 70-mile-an-hour winds forecast, the respite will be short-lived.
It's beautiful today, the sun's shining, but the clouds are actually gathering for the storm Bert tomorrow. This is the lull before the storm.
Facing a race against time before the storm hits, Callan uses his local knowledge from growing up on the island.
We're never going to get all the way around this in the time that we've got. So there's a couple more points of interest out at the River Creed. There's an old bothy and a cave. The young man, we've been told, got an interest in the outdoors and bushcraft. So caves and little old huts are definitely places that may be of interest to him.
Their first stop is a cave said to have been the secret hideout of a 19th century outlaw called Macintronich.
Yeah, it's literally in here. Again, there is footfall here on the ice. You know, the snow's melted and then frozen again last night. So there's been people here. No, it's just all the rubbish is really old. It's nothing fresh. We'll have a look at the ones up further up.
If there's a trampled path, I'll have a wee look round this little nook in here. I don't think there's anything else, any other points of interest up here, so...
No luck.
No luck.
Callan guides the team to another hidden spot from Lewis's past.
This would have been a salmon watcher's hut.
There's somebody who would watch to make sure people basically weren't poaching the salmon. So there's a foam mat, a camping mat here, but it's obviously been here for some time, and there's no recent rubbish or something with a date in it, or a time, or a use by. There's nothing that would link it to our inquiry.
Running out of time, the team searches as many paths as they can.
There's no footprints here. Nobody's been there. And nobody's been here probably for a day or two by the looks of it, since this snow's fallen.
Callan knows of one more spot, a disused bothy hidden by the water's edge. They're looking for any sign Alexander might have stayed here.
Hello, police?
Inside, some scattered tins.
It's got an expiry of April 25, so it's still got... There's a bit of growth though, so it's probably not... It's certainly not the last few days.
The weather's on the turn. We need to sort of gather our resources and make sure we get back to the mainland. This is going to be one of these ones where we're going to have to depart.
After 3 hard days, it's time to head back to the mainland. Although other police officers based on the island will continue the search, it's a deflating end for Callan and his team.
It might end up being one of these missing persons where there isn't a happy outcome and or there isn't a resolution in terms of finding the young man, even if he's succumbed to the elements.
You feel sad being able to go home and hug your children when there's somebody's child still out there missing. You put yourself in the shoes of the parent and it's just awful. It's really hard to imagine how you would feel if your loved one was missing and you didn't know where they were or if they were okay.
In Glencoe, PC Stephen Cooper is dealing with a serious collision involving 2 cars and a motorbike. A regular ambulance and an air ambulance have been called, but they still haven't arrived, and Stephen has no other backup.
So right now the challenges are I'm here on my own. Again, that's the age-old challenge I've got. So there's very little I can do. I can't manage traffic through this scene. It's too dangerous. The priority is to get casualties away from scene having been assessed by an ambulance. So helimed is expected in approximately 13 minutes now. Their ETA was 15:30 and it's now 15:17, so anytime soon, hopefully. And they might even arrive here before the actual road ambulance do, which would be quite good.
While Stephen waits for the ambulances, he also needs to try to work out what caused the collision. He'll review the dashcam footage later, but for now, the witnesses seem clear about what happened.
Looks like the white Volvo's been trying to turn right into the lay-by here. The motorcyclist's been travelling behind them and has gone to overtake into the path of this board, gone head-on into it. Come off his bike when he landed where he's landed. So yeah, looks like a dodgy overtake, essentially.
Finally, backup arrives. Paramedics, the fire service, and colleagues from the roads policing unit.
Casualty just round the corner of the ambulance will deal with.
When the helicopter arrives to airlift the biker to hospital, Stephen has to keep tight control of the scene.
Guys, everyone back behind that van, please. There's people needing medical treatment and privacy, all right? So everyone back behind the van. Go on. Quicker. Move. Back to your cars.
There's no attraction to be seen.
I said back, behind the van. Both of you, shift. Yes. Does it take, is it rocket science, is it? Do you want lifted for obstruction? Move now. I said behind the van, it's not difficult, is it? Don't even argue with me, all right? If you want lifted, go for it. Unfortunately, when you land a helicopter on the road, it attracts quite a bit of attention, and we don't really want attention for helicopters on the road because the casualty needs a bit of privacy, you know? They're getting loaded into a helicopter, it's because they've got serious injuries, and some people don't respect that.
Still waiting for the helicopter to take off, and having taken statements from all witnesses, it's time to finish clearing the road. But with one of its tyres punctured in the accident, the white Volvo's not going anywhere yet.
How are you guys getting on?
Well, you know, just trying to figure out the next steps.
So have you spoken to your hire car company?
Is there an actual tire in this car?
Sometimes there is.
Like, enough to get back to Glasgow?
I'll get you somewhere where you can at least sit and get dry and sort something else out rather than sitting here.
Okay.
Try and reverse out into this bit here, and we'll sort it out for you.
All-star service here.
Yeah.
No complaints.
We can write you a review on Yelp if you'd like.
Love it.
Okay, here, let me pull them out.
Are you from here? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a lovely part of the world.
It is when it's nice weather. I'm having strongly mixed feelings about it at the moment. Yeah, so you're struck maximum 50 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Just take it slow, because in the wet it'll be even worse. Yeah.
Now you've done a magic job there.
Definitely earned your beer tonight, Stephen.
The paramedics are now ready to transfer the biker to the air ambulance and fly him to hospital.
At the moment, all the condition we know is that potential pelvic injury and a broken arm. We'll have to get a medical update from the hospital at some point tonight to figure out what exactly the extent of injury is. You're always lucky if you walk away from a motorcycle accident when you've collided with the back of a car. It's all come to a conclusion, a good conclusion, because everyone's alive. It's good, yeah, quite happy.
The road has now been shut for almost 3 hours. The tailback stretches for over a mile. But with it finally reopened, Stephen has one more job to do, confirming once and for all what caused this collision.
The dashcam footage quite clearly shows the motorcyclist going way faster than he should have been and not noticing the car stopping in front of him, which is clearly indicating and not slamming on the brakes. And then he's obviously hit the car that stopped and bounced into the path of the oncoming vehicle with the dash cam, at which point the dash cam's cut out. It's great footage because it tells us exactly what's happened. You can't deny it. The footage is there.
The motorcyclist will be reported for careless driving, which could result in points in his licence or a ban. For him, the outcome could have been much worse.
This kind of accident's all too common on these roads. Just people are quite often looking at the view instead of looking at the road, and that then causes issues when they don't see what's happening in front of them. He could have died.
"300 miles further north, closer to Norway than to Edinburgh, lie the remotest of the British Isles, Shetland."
Up here it's a small community, everyone knows each other, and if you don't know them directly, you probably know them through a connection that you've got. You know their mum, their granny, their cousin, whatever.
Fresh from police college, 25-year-old PC Liam Brannan has returned to his native islands as a cop.
That's what I got in the college, was, what are you going to do up in Shetland? Going to arrest sheep?
Yeah.
What a question if I took a sheep into custody in cuffs.
Many of his colleagues are from the mainland, a 14-hour ferry ride away, leading to the occasional language barrier.
Yoka hada yun yo.
Yoka what?
The yoka hada yun yo.
What does that mean?
Grab a hold of that sheep.
Yoka hara yun yo.
It might be quiet most of the year, but tonight, Liam's busy. Lerwick is preparing to celebrate its annual Viking Fire Festival, Up Helliar. And the bars are filling up with islanders and tourists having a good time.
See how you're getting on?
No bad at all.
Yeah.
I think we're all right. We're really busy, but other than that, we're good.
Nice.
As the alcohol flows freely.
Say hi to Sarah.
Hi to Sarah.
Liam and his colleague Sergeant David Carmichael patrol the town centre.
It's always a good night in here. I quite enjoy my night in here as well. Live music. Somebody's grabbed an accordion.
Everyone's merry, happy, no issues, so it's all good.
With no trouble from the partygoers.
There's nothing worse than somebody out there enjoying themselves when you're no.
I know.
Their main concern is that nobody has an accident.
You know that there's going to be people spilling out on the streets. They're going to be under the influence of alcohol. Invariably, somebody's going to end up on the road. We need to make sure that the roads are safe for the people that are out there enjoying themselves.
What's that car with its lights on again? Yeah.
As people spill onto the streets at closing time, they spot a red pickup truck driving with only its side lights on.
Probably the worst face to pull them over.
Wendy's fine, mate. Wendy's fine.
You alright? Just put you've not got the lights on. Yeah? Yeah, just make sure they're on, that's all. Okay. Right. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Any concern?
No.
We'll have a chat with him anyway. Just stay there now, mate. I'm going to come round and have a quick chat, all right? I don't know if if it's me or if he's slurring his words a wee bit. Go and have a chat. All right, buddy. Do us a favour, going to switch it off, please. We jump out for a wee second and have a quick chat. See, rather than doing this in the street in front of everybody, mate, it's just a chat. Can we have a wee seat in the back of the van? Aye. We'll get you a wee seat so that if you don't want to be covered, you don't cover. That's all right. Liam, just open the back and let him in.
Sorry, pal. Just don't be sitting there.
Have you had any drink tonight, mate?
Mate, I've had one pint, mate.
Appreciate your honesty.
Aye, mate, I've had a pint, mate. I've
Okay.
picked why the boys up for the drinks.
All right, mate. No worries. Liam's got to know your details here, then he's going to go through it. Are you going to pass the breathalyzers, you reckon, mate? Okay.
Is there a contact number for yourself?
Honest, mate, I don't know, mate, but
Okay.
I'm on bail, mate, come on.
Are you?
Mate, please.
What for?
It was a serious assault like 5 years ago. Mate, please.
We've just got a job to do, alright? That's all we're doing.
Canny. Corner canny. That's not an option for us.
Mate, I'm going to get sacked.
He started to blame us for the potential of him maybe losing his job, losing his licence, but at the end of the day, you're kind of used to that and you're thinking, I didn't drive the car. It was him that drove the vehicle. To be honest with you, it's kind of a water off a duck's back after nearly 18.5 years of doing this. What will happen next? Right, we are going to do the roadside breath test.
I'll get sacked.
Oh, listen, we're going to do the roadside breath test, right? I suspect that you've been driving whilst under the influence and you might be over the limit for alcohol in your blood. All right? Listen.
I had 2 pints when I had
Okay.
I went to Saffron. I had a wee Indian, I had 2 pints, mate.
Right, okay.
And I thought, mate, I'm actually fine.
Right, have you had anything to eat or drink in the last 20 minutes?
No eating.
No, okay. No worries.
Do you agree to provide a specimen of breath for a breath test? And if not, what is your reason for refusing?
I've not got any reason. I would just...
Do you agree? Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't agree, actually.
Right.
I don't
If you
know
don't agree, I'm going to arrest you. Right.
You can't arrest me anyway.
I'm asking you a question.
Right, cool.
So it's one long, hard, steady breath into the tube.
We'll hold it.
I'll hold
he
it,
holds
okay?
it, bud. He holds
Until
it.
it clicks, or I'll tell you otherwise. That's it.
Right, okay. Right,
Okay.
if you look, there's a favour. If you look, you've failed.
I know.
You failed the breath test,
I know.
okay?
Right.
I'm arresting you
Yes.
for drink driving. Anything you do say will be noted and may be used in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Although the man failed the roadside breath test, the result isn't precise enough to be used as evidence in court. They'll have to test him again at the police station before deciding whether or not he should be charged.
Right, just calm yourself down.
Please calm down. Chill out.
The Cairngorms. In winter, this mountain range is one of the coldest parts of the UK, and conditions can change with little warning.
The Cairngorm area is quite a mountainous area. It's quite high altitude. In the winter time, you're going to have a lot of snow, ice, cold conditions, mostly sub-zero temperatures, and it can get very, very dark.
The forecast for the next few days is supposed to be light snow, but quite consistent over the next 72 hours.
Tonight, PC Jamie Embry is out on patrol with his colleague, Ross Nairn.
The weather here can change. In a couple of hours, you can go from what it is now to thick, deep snow, whiteout conditions.
5 miles north of Aviemore, they pass a stationary vehicle on the other side of the road.
They've got no lights on the rear, they had lights on the front. I can only imagine it's a breakdown of sorts, but they were off the road, to be fair.
Minutes later, they get a call on the radio.
Yep, go ahead.
Showing you on the A95, could you turn round and head back up to the Car Bridge junction? Our vehicle's broken down, had a complete power failure in a light lane, so there's no hazard lights on. It's a red Suzuki Jimny, over.
Yeah, that's all received. We did pass it and we didn't stop because when we drove past it, it looked like it was completely off the road. We'll turn round and we'll go and speak to the person and just see what the situation is.
If they don't have power to their vehicle, then that means no heating as well as no light. So you definitely don't want to be leaving somebody out there at 0 or sub-zero temperatures for any amount of time.
There's blues on as well. Completely off. Hello. How are you?
Hi there.
And it's a complete power failure, there's no...
Complete power failure. What happened was it started to make a screechy noise. I think something wrong with the fan belt, and then the battery light came on, and I thought, oh no, it's going to die. And it did. It's normally very reliable. It's never done.
Yeah, no, Jimneys are great. I love Jimneys.
On a road that's a 60 limit road, in the pitch black sub-zero temperatures, as much as she was dressed appropriately to go shopping, she wasn't dressed appropriately to be doing, any amount of time walking outside in those types of cold winter conditions.
I thought, do I go to Tesco's looking like this? I thought, yeah, I'm going to Tesco. I don't care.
Yeah, we've seen people in onesies going.
Yeah, we have seen people in onesies and pyjamas coming out.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That makes me feel a bit better.
If you live in the Highlands, you're living in an isolated community. So I think people just have that mentality that a phone recovery from a vehicle that's broken down, but ultimately it could take an hour or even longer. I'm not in the middle of the city here.
Thank you for waiting. We're sending Ross's garage at current ETA's 2028.
Right. Okay, cool.
The driver arranges for a recovery truck through our breakdown cover, but it won't arrive for another 2 hours.
I guess I'm supposed to stay with the vehicle?
We can stay with the vehicle if you've got the keys.
The cops need to see the car taken off the road, but encourage her to get a lift home with a friend.
Here we go, is this him? This car is slowing down and indicating.
Yeah.
Good. Perfect.
Okay, guys, you've been amazing.
No, take care. Take care. And we'll let you know about where the car's going as well, okay?
Okay, thank you.
See ya.
Right, let's get warm.
Let's get warm and wait.
Oh, chilly.
Hopefully they come quick.
I hope so.
Because that's what, 2 hours. If you put yourself in the position that that lady was in, with a junction close to the bend, no power in her vehicle, no street lighting, you wouldn't feel safe.
Yeah, if it was my mum, I wouldn't want her stuck at the side of the road, in the pitch black, sub-zero temperatures. So, for sure, whatever we can do to help her, I'm more than happy to do so.
After a chilly 2-hour wait, help finally arrives.
Hello.
How we doing?
Grand, yourself?
Right, who's got the key?
I have the key.
Thank you.
Yep.
The driver's told them what garage she wants it taken to, so they're going to take it straight there for it to then get fixed.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
Cheers, buddy. Happy days.
Lovely. Job done. It is cold out there.
It is cold.
It does not feel like it should be 1 degree.
In Shetland, officers have brought a suspected drunk driver back to the station.
Calm down. Listen, we don't want anything else. We don't want anything else here, remember?
As he grows increasingly agitated,
Jump out.
Sergeant David Carmichael does his best to calm him down.
And I'm going to release and loosen them off a wee bit. Right.
Just do me a favour, mate.
What's that?
Do me a favour. Do me a favour and just keep me warm.
That's not an option for us.
The suspect fears that if convicted, he'll lose his job on a nearby wind farm.
They're going to sack me, mate. I've got nothing left.
But he can only be charged with drink driving if he fails a second breath test on a carefully calibrated device known as an intoximeter.
Listen, there is people that fail the roadside and pass the intoximeter test. So we will have a chat once it's done, all right? You know how much I've had to drink this evening, I don't.
I had 2 shandies, mate.
People will try to downplay how much alcohol they've had. In my experience, it's usually double or treble what they're saying that they've actually had.
It's been busted, mate. But I need a
First things first, he needs to get the shandies out of his system.
Stop, mate. Just let me get one hand free.
Many have tried before you and they've all managed it. Come on.
I can't.
Come on. Put it like that.
Stop.
So you can...
As they book him into custody, the suspect starts to test the officer's patience.
Right, chill out over here.
Do you wish anyone informed that you're here?
Aye.
Who?
Obviously my father.
You can't say obviously because I don't know that.
I understand for you it's not an easy time, right? But come on. You can't be having stuff like that in here. You can't be having stuff like that at all. Just in there. See that wee red chair? That's yours.
He has one last chance to prove he is not over the limit.
Do you agree to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis? If no, what is your reason for refusing?
No.
You don't want to provide 2 specimens?
I'm going to ask you one more time. If it's a refusal, we're going to arrest you and take you straight through. We're putting a cell.
Bear in mind, if you say no, it's an offence, you will be
See
arrested for
if
it.
I feel it, am I going to get arrested anyway?
Yes. OK, no worries. We'll go for a refusal then. He thought that it would be an easier kind of option for him if he didn't provide, because the courts may well not know at that point what he did have to drink. But that's not the case. He may well find out that the reaction that he's going to get from the courts is worse.
I'll go yes then.
Listen, I'm not messing about with you here, mate, right? I've been very decent with you so far. Right then, play the game or don't, because I'm not going to do this anywhere with you.
Right, sound.
There's no many police officers giving you many chances, son, I'll tell you that.
So you're going to do it, yes?
But as Liam gets the intoximeter ready, he changes his mind again.
You're going to refuse now?
Aye, mate.
All right, listen, that's a refusal. Come on, let's go.
He now faces a night in the cells
All right, if you're refusing, that's it.
and serious charges down the line.
No, the new bud. We'll need to get him the trousers, bud. Come on, son. We have a driver who is under the influence of alcohol with no lights on. We also have, for the public's point of view, the same. They can't see him. They're under the influence of alcohol. He's taking a risk getting into that car. He could have killed somebody.
Next time, an alarming discovery in the Cairngorm Mountains.
We've had some contractors who believe they may have come across the remains of a body.
It's a massive stroke of luck. The witness has come close enough to see the remains there.
A raid in freezing Caithness uncovers a tropical menagerie.
I don't even know how to describe it.
And in Inverness, youths run riot.
Hey, stop it!